Well, hello again. And unfortunately, I don't think it's any better. I think what I'll do is I'll try it for a few minutes and hopefully it might clear, it might stabilize. But yes, I do know I'm buffering, so we'll just try and carry on as best we can. So here I am, and as I say, it's a big show tonight because I do have something very, very special to tell you a little bit later on in the show. As I say, do bear with me if I'm buffering. I do understand you. The sound will still come through. It'll just be that my actual picture will be a little bit jittery and juttery. If it's any help, I've actually found out today that the fibre coming into this house, the connection is due in the next month. So, and there will no longer be any of this buffering and juddering and so forth. It's a pity because it was going to be a really big show tonight, and if the technical difficulties continue, I will have to obviously cut the stream short. But there you go. Such is modern technology, as I say, and I do know that the wire will be coming into this house in the next month, but of course that doesn't help tonight, and I still see I have a red light. It keeps sort of going red, green like a traffic light. Would everybody like me to keep going, or will I just forget it for tonight? Thought you got it sorted out a few weeks ago. No, Helen. I placed the pre-order and everything like that, and I found out today that it's actually changed from pre-order to connection available, which means they just have to run the cable to the house. Let's see what everybody wants me to do. Elvis 70 says keep going. Danielle says you're good, Steve. Go on. Yeah, it might be stabilizing, but as I say, you can hear me. You don't really need to see me, I suppose. Right. So let's delve into this. Coming up, as I say, this day in Elvis history, Elvis photo of the week, poll result. Don't forget you can ring me on Instagram and Facebook Messenger. At the moment I have a green light, so maybe the crisis has passed. And I also have some really big news about an Elvis giveaway, a chance for somebody to win a really big Elvis prize. Right. The subject of the show was, what did Elvis sing to Priscilla outside the divorce court in October 1973? Now, it's a big question mark, and I'll tell you the reason why in a few minutes, is because I'm not convinced that he did actually sing anything. I have got here, Dolly Parton claims in a recent documentary that Priscilla told her that Elvis was singing her song, I Will Always Love You. Now, Dolly recorded this on 12th of June 1973. Elvis and Priscilla, the divorce proceedings were finalized in October of 1973. So the song was out there. Elvis would have known about the song. And actually, I forgot to say, she recorded it in good old RCA Studio B, of course, where Elvis recorded a lot of his songs in the 60s and 70s, the very late 50s, all of the 60s, and a little part of the 70s. She claims he was getting ready to record it at an upcoming session. Well, that's obviously Stax in December. But because his manager, Tom Parker, insisted on getting the lion's share of the publishing and Dolly not agreeing to it, he never recorded it. So that's probably down to Colonel Tom Parker. Now, let's just a little bit of background on this, and I will show you these pictures because I want to play these pictures as I am actually telling you about this. And I've just got to find them here. Okay, here we go. Elvis and Priscilla leave the courthouse in Santa Monica, California after divorce proceedings, ending their 6-year marriage on October the 9th, 1973. Elvis and Priscilla leave Los Angeles Superior Court in Santa Monica after their divorce is granted by a judge. At the time, the Times reported the next day. That's the Los Angeles Times, I would imagine. They emerged from the court arm in arm, and Presley gave Elvis, his ex-wife, a friendly kiss before driving off. The couple married in Las Vegas, as we know, on March the 1st, 1967, and they agreed on a $1.5 million divorce settlement. Former Los Angeles Times photographer George Fry shot the exclusive images of Elvis and Priscilla after one of his sources tipped him off. For about 30 years, Fry worked a 3 p.m. to midnight shift for the Times City desk. The job: develop sources and shoot images. The beat: West Los Angeles. On October the 9th, Fry got a tip. Elvis and Priscilla were in Santa Monica court. Fry walked up to the arriving Elvis and Priscilla, introduced himself as a photographer for the LA Times. They agreed to photos after the divorce court hearing. When done in court, the Presleys came down the hallway smiling and smooching. Fry said they were still great friends. I had shot 15 or 16 frames and had an exclusive. I'm the only guy to shoot this. No paparazzi were there. And just for anybody, for technical reasons, Fry used a Rolleiflex camera with a 55mm lens, and he exposed on 220 black and white film. Now, this is the bit that I want to bring to your attention. And basically what it is in none of these photographs does Elvis, I mean, look there, he's definitely not singing. He's just looking at somebody. There, he's just smiling at the camera, and Priscilla is smiling at the camera. By the way, it looks like he has a smartphone in his hand, but that's basically cigars. That's a cigar box. There, again, it doesn't look like he's singing. I've got to admit, it just does not look like he's singing. There, definitely not. His mouth is closed. There, he's saying something to her, but his mouth isn't sort of in a position where he would be singing. And there, I know exactly what they're doing there. He's telling her that his hands are sort of swollen, and she looks quite concerned about that. Don't forget, only a few days after this, he was admitted to Baptist Memorial Hospital. He was cushion-eyed in the face, and his hands were swelled and everything like that as a reaction to Demerol. So, even though it's been going and doing the rounds, well, it's not been doing the rounds. Did Dolly Parton only mention this very, very recently? I know the documentary was only last year, but has she been saying it since 1974? Wikipedia tells me that he didn't express any interest in recording it until it was a hit in March and April of 1974, long after these photographs were taken. So I really, personally myself, I don't think he was singing to her. And I think that maybe Dolly might be just, I don't know. I won't say it, but I don't believe he was singing to her outside the courthouse. The next thing was I asked you about the new box set, and it's this baby here. No, it's not. It's that. It's the Back in Nashville one. I asked you, were you going to buy it? Yes. Or if you already have it, no, you're not going to buy it, or Santi will be delivering mine on Christmas. And this is the poll. Okay, 42% say yes, they will be getting it. Only 19% say they already have it. 18%, right behind I already have it, say no, they won't be buying it. And 21% say they will be getting it on Christmas Day. So there's still quite a few people still to get this. Right. And your comments on this. Well, Jack Mullin says the undubbed masters are worth the price easily. Mike Ivy says these outtakes of singles just are not that good. Without the overdubs and backup singers, well, to put it mildly, they suck. Sure, it's Elvis, but not worthy of the $40 to $50 required. Nope, not buying it. Danielle, hi Danielle. I would love to have it, but when unemployment knocks on your door, you have to prioritize other things. But I tell you, my to-buy list is getting very long. Elvis Lass, hi Michelle. I love it. It's crisp, great sound. My highlights have to be We Can Make the Morning. Well, that was my song of the week on Sunday, We Can Make the Morning. And Love Me, Love the Life I Lead. I love Elvis throughout, though. The chat is fun. It's great to have it all together. Great CD. Jill Brett, hi Jill. She says, I won't be getting it this side of Christmas. Presents to get, etc. Plus, I need to get some new winter rugs for my mare. Well, that's interesting. And my git of a landlord has just bumped my rent up by £75 a month. That's not good. Oh, woe is me. Alan Groom says, hi Alan, getting mine off Santa, but have listened to a few tracks on YouTube, and I have to agree with you, Steve, that the undubbed version of We Can Make the Morning is mind-blowing. Karen Tranter, hi Karen, can't wait for it to arrive any day now up until the 19th of November. So she's waiting for that to come in the post. Leah says Birthday Bunny is bringing mine next week, Steve. And finally, Joe Hanley, I absolutely love it. Hearing Elvis having fun being himself is just great. How are we doing with the buffering? Am I still buffering a little bit? I seem to be getting a little red light every so often. I hope it's not too bad. As I was saying at the top of the show, only a few more weeks now and the fibre wire will be in the house and we won't have to worry about it at all. Now, the big news, everybody, is this. We were just talking about this, Elvis Back in Nashville, and I am going to be giving away a copy of Elvis Back in Nashville to one lucky viewer. And this is the criteria. You have to email your name, address, and telephone number to Elvis the Ultimate Fan Channel at gmail.com. You can see it just there at the very, very top of the screen. Email Elvis the Ultimate Fan Channel at gmail.com. Obviously, you have to be, You have to be comfortable with me having your telephone number and your name and address, simply because I will ring the winner on no buffering. That's good. Okay, great. I will be ringing the winner of the Elvis Back in Nashville box set on Sunday, the 5th of December. So that's what you need to do between now and the 5th of December. I will be reminding you between now and then. Also, when you email in, if you can put on the subject file Elvis giveaway, you know, the little subject line, Elvis giveaway, and it'll help me pick out the emails and the entries for this box set. So there you go. That's my news. Let's do Elvis, this day in Elvis history. And of course, I have photographs, wonderful photographs. Oh, yeah. Did anybody see the trailer for the Baz Luhrmann biopic movie? It's about 20-25 seconds long. Add me their name, address, and telephone number so that I can ring them on the 5th of December. And as I say, Elvis the Ultimate Fan Channel at gmail.com. And basically, if you put it on the subject line, Elvis giveaway, so that I can pick out the competition entries. No, it's for everybody. You have to subscribe to the channel as well, though, so that you get updates and so forth on what's happening with the giveaway. Saw the trailer. I'm still skeptical. Well, there's one thing that I noticed watching it, and I'm going to throw up the photograph now, is this. That is, I'll just take off this competition at the moment just to show that. Now, get a good look at that. That's obviously supposed to be Elvis coming on to the well, it looks like the comeback special, as they call it, the NBC comeback special. But you can just see below his left shoulder the stage and the steps going up to the stage. But I mean, the building itself looks way, way, way much bigger than the NBC studio that he recorded the TV special in. So I don't know whether that's the detail is right, but following that up with that is this picture, and it's this, and that is obviously supposed to be opening night, August 10th, 1970. Yeah, Michelle is right. The biopic is coming out on the 24th of June, 2022. That's supposed to be opening night, and also obviously filmed for MGM. That's the way it is. August the 10th, 1970. And the attention to detail looks a lot better than the part that's shown for the 1968 comeback special. You can even see Millie Kirkham there to Elvis's left wearing a white dress with straps. And it was exactly what she was wearing on August the 10th. So I think that's very, very good. Me and Danny B-Side were talking about it yesterday, and we were saying, is it going to stop in 1973? We don't really know whether there's an actor that is playing, an older Elvis. Can Austin play Elvis from, say, 1971 onwards? That's the only thing I would be dubious about. Yeah. Don says buffering. Oh boy, do I know. Do I know. I just cannot wait for that wire to come in. I've asked everybody in the house whether they're using anything on the internet, and they say they're not, so I don't know what the problem is. I really don't. I will go on. I will carry on, and hopefully it will clear. Right, this day in Elvis history, 1952, the Presleys received an eviction notice from the Memphis Housing Authority ordering them to vacate because their income is too high for housing assistance. Elvis worked at Marl Metal Products. He was a furniture manufacturer, which was a furniture manufacturer. He worked from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. shift as an assembler. 1954, and I think I've got pictures. Okay. Hi, Maxine.
Hello, Steve.
I'm not having a good day.
Oh no.
Is it buffering very badly?
No, not too bad now. It stops and then it goes to do it again, and then it'll stop for a while.
It's funny, but I've it goes green, amber, then red, and then back to green and amber, and I'm just I'm actually fed up with it, to be honest. I was saying there to people, another 2 or 3 weeks and the new wire should be in, but anyway, what can I do for you?
I was just calling to chat about the topic.
Oh yeah,
and the album. Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't think he did sing it to her, but if he did, he probably hummed it to her, as someone said in the chat.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard that he wasn't even aware of the record until it went to was it number 1 or something like that for her, which it was released in March of 1974, and then he expressed interest. And that's when Colonel Parker said, "Well, you've got to pay us half the publishing."
Oh, he's a greedy little bugger, isn't
he? Yes, that's for sure.
It is that way.
Yeah. So my opinion is, I don't think he sang to her.
No, not in public. I reckon he did it behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, I mean, he could have done it before they came out, and Fry took those photographs. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. That's my opinion anyway. I don't think he sang it to her.
No, he doesn't.
Okay. So you're looking forward to you've got the Back in Nashville box set, haven't you?
On my phone I have, but I'm getting the LP version for Christmas. So.
Well, you're in for if you send if you I've got your phone number anyway because you ring me on the phone, but you're in with a chance of winning.
I've already sent the email.
Have you? Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Great. Okay. Thanks for
All
calling.
right,
All
Steve.
right. Cheers,
That's all
Maxine.
right. Cheers, mate.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Okay. Yeah. 1954. Elvis performed at the Memphis, Tennessee Eagles Nest. An influential DJ showed up at the club and was so impressed by Elvis that he booked him for a show the next week. 1955. Elvis performed at the Arkansas Municipal Auditorium Texarkana, Arkansas at 7 and 9:15. Johnny Cash was present too, and even surprised to witness Elvis washing his car by hand to remove all the mud and rain after the long drive. 1956, Elvis Presley's single Love Me Tender hit number 1 in the US. Elvis Presley's single Blue Moon hit number 9 in the UK. Okay. 1960, Wild in the Country production. 1962, Kid Galahad. 1964, Tickle Me. 1968, Trouble with Girls. 1970, here we go. Yes. Elvis was in Denver. He talked for quite some time with the off-duty policemen who were assigned to protect him. He showed them his collection of police badges, and he was disappointed when they could only come up with an honorary badge. He even made plans to come back to Denver to collect a real badge. He also invited the Denver policeman to come to see him the next time he would play Las Vegas. Elvis performed at the Coliseum, Denver, Colorado. Now, here's some photographs coming round, hopefully. There's the mugshot for the badge. Now, this is interesting. This is Elvis on the flight to Denver, and it looks like just an ordinary commercial flight. Can you imagine being on a commercial flight and seeing Elvis stood there in front of you talking to one of the passengers? Yeah, that's fairly spooky. Oh, here's somebody coming up to ask for an autograph by the looks of it. And here is just before the I'm not sure whether here we go. Here's the performance in Denver. There's one of these pictures coming around at the moment, ladies, which might just cause a little heart palpitation. He was so freaking cool, is right. Okay, I'm just going to warn you that one of these pictures in a second might just, as I say, cause a little bit of a heart palpitation. Yeah, there you go. I won't say any more. I'll just... Mrs. EAP Elaine says he would cause turbulence, Steve. He certainly would. Yes. Right. 1971, Elvis flew back home to Memphis and took in several movies at the Crosstown. Then we have more pictures coming up because Elvis performed at the Honolulu International Center, Honolulu. Now, we know that the HIC was where he did the Hello from Hawaii. Originally, the next night show was planned to be the worldwide satellite broadcast, but they had to park that until January. Then I've got, oh yes, do you know what I have? I have Pick of the Week. And this was provided by Kathy Pitts. Thanks, Kathy. This is obviously Fun in Acapulco. Kathy says, oh my, what a shot. Well, Kathy, yours is coming up now, and that's the Fun in Acapulco one. Sorry about the poor quality of stream tonight. I hope that in the next week or two it will actually be rectified. It hasn't been this bad for a long, long time. I'm not quite sure what's causing it. I thought if I went away and came back, it would reload and it would be better. Now is the time to buffer. Yeah, that's for sure. So that's my pick of the week. We've done the LP poll. We've now, yeah, I'll remind you again that if you wish to win Elvis Back in Nashville CD box set, email your name, address, and telephone number to elvistheultimatefanchannel.com, and I will pick a winner, and I will ring them live on air on the 5th of December. The 5th of December is, as far as I know, a Sunday. Yes, it is. I'm just checking my calendar there. So, yeah, it will be and I will probably wear my Santa hat that night. It's a shame Elvis never went to Mexico. Yes, I know it is. Yeah, I don't know why he was a persona non grata at the time, because the rumors were wrong that he was unliked in Mexico because he'd said something. He hadn't. He had allegedly said something out of turn, but he didn't. Unfortunately, so it was all sort of blue screen and green screen, back projection, and then obviously for the actual filming in Mexico they used a stand-in. So don't forget, win this box set, email your name, address, and telephone number, because basically what it is you've been giving me so much over the last couple of years I've been running this channel. There's been people sending me super chats, and they've been buying me coffee and things like this. So I thought it's about time I started giving something back. And I thought, well, what better thing to do than to give one viewer, a chance to win the new box set. And all you have to do, I say, to win the box set, email your name, address, and telephone number to elvistheultimatefanchannel@gmail.com. And if you put in the subject line Elvis giveaway, and it'll help me it'll help me identify the entries. Let's see now. That's all we have to do, Steve? That's too easy. Well, yeah, it kind of is easy, but only one person can win it. You see, that's the thing. So maybe what I should do in my next giveaway is to ask a question or something like that. Get two people on the line and ask a question, and whoever gets the question right first, maybe. But nope, I thought I'd make it as simple as possible. Just send me your details, and then I will pick one at random. So yeah, as I say, I do apologize for the buffering tonight. Unfortunately, it's just one of those things out of my control that I can't really do much about. So yeah, please, as I say, get your details in, because I'd love somebody to win that box set. I really would. So I'll kind of cut it short tonight because of the technical difficulties. And when you come back and join me on Sunday, it'll be better. I know it will. I'll have Fan of the Month quiz on Sunday, don't forget. This Day in Elvis History, Elvis Photo and Song of the Week, and hopefully another poll as well if I can think of an easy question. Until then, look after yourselves. And don't forget, if you do want to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee with the link below, which I'll put in a minute. I haven't had a chance to do it at the minute. So until Sunday, look after yourselves and take care.